at the edge of my little village, where the dusty paths twist and turn toward the old graveyard. A forgotten ancient cemetery lies hidden. In one corner of that graveyard rests a simple stone grave with a heartbreaking line engraved on it. "Those who have hurt me should not stand before my grave." Those words always made me restless every afternoon when the last rays of the sun bathed the graveyard in golden light. I would stand in front of that stone, the soft rustling of the leaves in the breeze, the distant laughter of village children. Everything together cast an invisible shadow of sorrow on my heart. But back then, life was moving so fast that I never had the time to understand the deeper meaning of those words. We were all drowning in our selfish world. Endless work pressure, the race for promotion, meaningless chats with friends, and countless little responsibilities that kept us away from the people we loved. We believed that time was endless, that tomorrow would always be there to express love. But is life really that generous? One stormy night changed everything. In the deep silence of midnight, as raindrops tapped against the window, my phone suddenly rang. Rahul's name flashed on the screen. My inseparable friend from school, with whom countless memories were tied. His voice on the other end was broken, trembling, filled with unbearable pain. "Bro, Mom is gone." My heart felt frozen. I jumped out of bed, threw on whatever clothes I found, and rushed toward his house. Rainwater splashed on the road, but inside my mind there was only one storm. How would I comfort Rahul? By the time I arrived, dawn had broken. At the doorway, I saw Rahul sitting on an old, worn-out chair. His head was down, his eyes swollen and red, as if he had cried all night. There were people all around, yet Rahul looked utterly alone, lost in a deep, dark void. His tears had dried, leaving behind a terrifying emptiness that had swallowed all the light within him. I sat beside him and placed my hand on his shoulder. My throat tightened, but I said, "Rahul, what happened? Tell me everything. I'm here for you." He remained silent for a long time, as if his words were stuck in his throat. Then slowly, he began to speak. The pain in his voice pierced through me. "Bro, Mom had been sick for the last 2 years. Cancer. Final stage. The doctors had already said her time was short. I knew everything, but what could I do? Endless office pressure, grinding day and night for a promotion, parties and hangouts with friends. I got so lost in everything that I couldn't spare even a moment to sit beside my mother. When she called me, I would get irritated and say, "Mom, I'm busy right now. I'll talk later." Sometimes I even snapped at her, saying, "Why do you complain so much? I'm working this hard for you." I never noticed her tears, her tired smile, nothing. Last week, Mom called me and said, "Son, spend a little time with me today. I want to tell you some stories from your childhood." Do you know what I said? "Mom, I have a meeting today. I'll come tomorrow." But that tomorrow never came. Last night, in the hospital bed, Mom held my hand and said only one thing. "Today, I finally understand how much you love me." There was no complaint in her eyes, only endless love and forgiveness. And then, her hand turned cold. Everything was over. As soon as Rahul finished speaking, he broke down into suffocating sobs. He leaned on my shoulder and cried uncontrollably, his whole body shaking like an earthquake. Each sob felt like his guilt pouring out, like he could never forgive himself. I held his hand tightly, but my own eyes filled with tears. We spent the entire night in silence, just his sobs echoing, and my quiet presence beside him. It was raining outside, but inside our hearts, a fierce storm was raging. The next morning, when the first rays of sunlight appeared, we went to the cemetery. Standing before his mother's fresh grave, Rahul's legs trembled. The silence around us was deep, broken only by the chirping of birds. Suddenly he fell to his knees, placed his hands on the ground, and cried out, "Mom, I caused you so much pain. During your illness, I was never by your side. I never wiped your tears, never tried to bring back your lost smile. I ignored your every word. Now you're gone, and I can't lay my head at your feet to ask for forgiveness anymore. If you could come back just once, Mom, just once, I would fix everything. I would fulfill all your dreams." Hearing his cries, the silence of the graveyard felt even heavier. I stood behind him, feeling his pain as if every tear of his was piercing my heart. Suddenly, my own mother's face appeared before my eyes. Her tired eyes, her quiet endurance. I ignore her too. Every morning I pick up my phone. After work I watch TV or chat with friends. Mom works alone in the kitchen, hides her illness, hides the exhaustion in her eyes, but I never noticed. In that moment, my chest felt like it would burst, like an invisible hand was shaking me, telling me not to let time slip away. That very day, when I returned home, I ran to my mother. She was standing in the kitchen, holding a spoon, wearing her familiar gentle smile. I hugged her from behind, not wanting to let go, startled. She turned and said, "What happened? Son? So suddenly? Is something wrong?" Tears rolled down my cheeks. My voice trembled as I said, "Mom, I've neglected you a lot. I wasn't there for you. I didn't listen to you. But today I realized your smile is the most precious treasure in my life. If I can't wipe your tears, my life has no meaning. I won't let you feel lonely ever again. I'll spend every moment with you, share your pain, and make your dreams my own." Mom gently stroked my head, her eyes shimmering with tears. She softly said, "Son, a single tear from the living is more precious than 1,000 cries of the dead. Today you've understood this truth. That is the greatest reward of my life. Love must be expressed in time, otherwise only regret remains, and regret eats away at the heart forever." This story taught me that the greatest treasure in life is the love of our loved ones and the moments we spend with them. As long as they are alive, stand by them, wipe their tears, bring back their smile, turn their weaknesses into strength. Don't let the busyness of life fool you. Time is not infinite. Stand up today, put down your phone, and go to the one you love. Tell them, "You are the light of my life. Without you, I am lost in darkness." These small acts will bring peace to your heart and make you stronger. Remember, there is no greater pain than regret. So express your love today. Start your life anew today. Make every moment valuable, because that is what will bring you true happiness.